All right, let's be real for a second. Is your business drowning in paperwork? Emails, PDFs, scans. It's this constant flood of information that just seems to slow everything and everyone down. Well, today, we're going to look at a technology that's designed to tame that chaos. It's called DocProStar, and it's all about advanced document understanding.
So first, let's just all get on the same page about the problem itself. Because honestly, it's something pretty much everyone deals with, just the sheer, overwhelming mountain of documents we have to tackle every single day.
So I've got a question for you. Does it ever feel like your team is spending more time just digging for information or manually typing in data than they are on the work that actually, grows the business? Because that's not just some small frustration. That is a massive bottleneck.
And think about it, this stuff doesn't show up in a nice, organized line. Nope. It's a chaotic flood coming at you from all sides. You've got emails with attachments, stacks of scanned paper from the old days, pictures people snap on their phones, stuff coming in from web forms. It's a total mess of unstructured data.
But what if there was a better way? What if you could take all of that messy, unstructured chaos and magically turn it into clean, organized, and genuinely useful information? Well, that is the promise we're going to unpack right now. This right here is the mission statement. Any document. That means it doesn't care if it's a perfectly crisp PDF or a crumpled scan. Accurate data means you can actually trust what it tells you. And effortless automation? Well, that's the dream, right? Freeing up your people to do the stuff that actually requires a human brain. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this whole thing actually work? It's not some kind of black box magic. It's a really clear method. It's a 3-step process designed to take that document chaos and turn it into business clarity. And it all boils down to these 3 pillars: collect, understand, and act. Super simple, right? It's a logical flow that grabs raw information and actually puts it to work. Let's dig into each one. Everything kicks off with collect. See, the first big hurdle is just getting all those different types of documents to speak the same language. This step is like a universal translator. It takes everything, scans, emails, you name it, and gets it into one consistent digital format. It creates a single streamlined pipeline. And when we say it's flexible, we mean it. It can handle the old school paper scans and email attachments just as easily as it can handle mobile uploads and web forms. And it doesn't matter if you're throwing a massive batch of 10,000 invoices at it or just a single one-off contract. The collect phase just takes it all in stride. Okay, next up is the understand phase. And honestly, this is where the real genius is. We are talking way, way beyond just basic text recognition, old OCR tech. This is about understanding the business context. The system doesn't just see a string of numbers. It knows, hey, that's an invoice number, or that's a purchase order total. It finds the information that actually matters to your business. So how does it get so smart? Well, it all comes down to precision. First, it uses AI to intelligently figure out what kind of document it's even looking at. Then, it uses more AI to pull out the key data with incredible accuracy. And here's the kicker. To make sure it's perfect, it combines automated checks with a human in the loop for any tricky exceptions. And finally, we get to the payoff. Step 3 is act. Because look, having clean, perfect data is awesome, but it's totally useless if it just sits in a folder somewhere. This final step is all about transforming that data into something that actively pushes your business forward. And here's what that actually looks like. The system can match the new data against your customer database, for example. It can validate it against your internal business rules, and then it can plug right into your core systems, your ERP, your CRM, the whole shebang. This is where you get that true hands-off end-to-end automation. So we've covered the what and the how. Let's get to the most important part, the why. What's the real, tangible business advantage that makes a system like this so powerful? The shift is, well, it's night and day. You go from a world of manual chaos filled with expensive human errors and painfully slow processes to a world of streamlined automation, super high accuracy, and a level of efficiency you probably thought was impossible. It's a complete transformation of how you work. And there are a few key things that make this all happen. It's built on this powerful automation engine that connects everything together seamlessly. It uses things called accelerators. Think of them like pre-built templates, so you can get results in weeks, not years. But maybe the biggest thing is this. It becomes an innovation enabler. It frees up your best people to stop shuffling paper and start thinking about growth. And that really brings us to the ultimate result here. Because this is about so much more than just doing the same old things a little bit faster. It's about unlocking the potential that's already sitting right there, inside your organization.
At the heart of it all is this promise. By blending the best of AI with that crucial human validation step, the system aims for 100% data integrity. And think about it. When you can completely trust your data, you can completely trust your automation.
So, I'll leave you with this question. When you finally get rid of that manual drag on your business, when you free your team from the daily document grind, what could you accomplish? What new products could you launch? What new customers could you serve? What could you build with all that time you suddenly get back? That's the real potential here.